Right, I want to look at doing something along these lines, but a bit more interesting, which is distorting type to fit into a shape. What can we use? Let's find a picture of a ball. There we go. Any old ball will do. We don't really need a ball. Save the image as. Oh, desktop. Right. Let's file. Let's make a new document. I'm thinking this could be something which we can use for like a gift card or something. Let's say somebody likes football. I don't know why they'd like football, but you know what I mean. So I'm going to go to File, Place, and find my picture of a ball. Now, when you've got an image and you want to bring it in, you can bring it in pretty much any size you want. So you've got the little icon of the ball. If I left click and drag across, it will draw out the size it's going to place the image at, like that. Okay, so we've got a ball. Let's throw up a new layer on top of it. And press return, and then it'll let me put up a new layer, just like in Photoshop. Now we want to trace. Well, I was going to use the path tool to go around this, but we may as well just use the circle tool and make it easy for ourselves. So let's use the ellipse tool. Let's go in down near the center and use Alt and Shift and just drag out a shape, a circle. I'm just going to change it to so it's not filled in. I'm just going to hide my ball image. So if you're doing a cat, you probably want a shape to trace around, but a ball we can probably manage. Next we need to make some text. So I'm going to drag myself out a text box, which has just been filled with the lopsum thingamabob. So I'm just going to write ball in it. Then I'm going to select the text and make it big enough to fill the shape. I'm in the text window, which is window type, sorry, under the character panel here. Just waiting until we're in the vicinity of where we need to be. Ooh, too big. It's been cut out. There we go. Let's go with that. Okay, once we've got it where we're happy to with the size, do we like the font? Let's change. Let's have a look at the fonts. What have we got in here? Okay, I'm gonna go with like a Macintosh font because the person who likes football also likes Charles Rooney Macintosh, because that happens a lot. You know, I'm just going to drag it somewhere in the middle of where we want, and then we need to go to Type, Create Outlines, and this is just change the outside of our shape into paths, so it's no longer editable text as such. Now we need to go to Edit. Oh no, just let me think. Object, Envelope Distort. This is the one. Make with Mesh. Okay, I'm going to do a 4x4 grid, but you could do more. Rows are this way, columns are up and down. Actually, I'm gonna make it 5 because it's wider than it's long. So we've got 1, 2, 3. No. Object, envelope, distort, make with mesh. I want that one to be 4, and I want 5 columns. There we go, 5 columns. Right, and this puts like a grid over the whole thing. We now need to use our direct selection tool. Just click off the grid at first, otherwise we'll move the whole grid around. Now what we can do, we can move the points in this grid and start shaping our object to kind of fit the shape of our ball. Yeah. Let's drag that one over here. Drag that one over here. And we're just kind of squidgying it into place. And as you move the individual points around, you can kind of go better, worse with it. Ooh. All. Which is really flexible, and you can do some really kind of artistic things with this technique. There we go, ball. Let's just move this point across here a bit. And you can see you've got quite a lot of flexibility. Quite liking that. Ball. That's the general idea anyhow.